Okay, so question 4. We're told a discrete random variable x is such that the expectation of x is 2.3 and the variance of x is 1.8. We're told that given y equals 3x plus 1 to find the expectation of y and the variance of y. Now to solve this problem, it's really straightforward. It just relies on two particular properties which I'm writing up. E of ax plus b. So the expectation of a linear function ax plus b can be calculated by doing a times the expectation of x plus the constant b. And very similar property we can do for the variance. So the variance of such a linear relationship, so again ax plus b is equal to, this one's slightly different though, it's just a squared times the variance of x. Okay, so there's no need to recalculate or go through the whole process again. I mean, in this instance we can't, we're just going to use the expectation of x to calculate the expectation of y, and we're going to use the variance of x to calculate the variance of y. This type of question can be asked on any of the distribution questions, so that's either on the discrete random variables like we are now, continuous random variables, binomial or Poisson. So it's a really useful property and it can be asked in any of those types of questions in the exam paper. So how do we approach this problem? Well, part A, the expectation of y. Well, this is exactly the same as doing the expectation of the function of y, which is 3x plus 1. Then, of course, we can use this property here and rewrite the expectation of 3x plus 1 as 3 times the expectation of x plus 1. So, at this point, we're going to substitute in the value for the expectation of x, which is 2.3. So we're going to get 3 times 2.3 plus 1. And again, as always, make sure we're showing the substitution, so we show we know what we're doing, and then just evaluate it, which gives us an answer of 7.9. Okay, that's it. Now, in terms of what we get for this question, the marks, let's just change the colour. In this question, there are 2 marks. You can have 1 mark for this stage here, actually showing that you know the property to use and how to substitute into it, and then 1 mark for an accurate answer at the end. Okay, so let's have a look at part B. Let's just revert to black. Okay, so in part B, part B wants us to find the variance of y, very similar to the expectation. So we're going to write out the variance of y is equal to the variance of 3x plus 1. So that's that function of y. And then we're going to just use our property here that the variance of ax plus b is a squared times the variance of x. So I'm going to get 3 squared times the variance of x. So when we work through this, I'm going to get 9 times the variance of x, which was 1.8. And so when I evaluate this, we're going to get an answer of 16.2. Now again, there's 2 marks available for this question. So how do we get our marks? Well, you can have 1 mark for demonstrating this property correctly, and you can have 1 mark for your accurate answer. And that is it. Total of 4 marks. Hope that all made sense.